Hello, everybody. I can't take it no more. What ails me? I can't take it no more. Is what ails me. You ever get where you can't take it no more? We let some people get in here. I see 18, see 28. I hear you there. Head for the woods. Hello there, Gina. Pamela Vargas, Larissa, Cindy, Lori, Angie, Denise. How's everybody doing, y'all? Hey, let me tell you something. It's a rough summer going outside. I didn't go out there till 7 o'clock. Hey, Tony. Hey there, Bloomin'. Monica, Tina, hello to everybody. I didn't go out there to 7 o'clock. I was on my way out there at 6 o'clock, but one of my buddies called and I sat down and got to talking. And, hey there, Hazel. Y'all, I'll be doing start back doing these late night videos again. Hey, Monica. I can't hardly get nothing done outside like this. It's about crazy. Hey there, Miss Judy. It's about crazy out there trying to do something. And I mean, it's done got that time of the year where I walked out there, cut the fan on, sit down in a chair in front of the fan, all sweating. In the shade. My pontoon boat tires come in today and I was out there trying to change them. Take the old ones off the rim. And I do know how to do it. I just didn't have nothing to do it with. And once upon a time, I used to have some crowbars. But they disappeared. You know, I just gonna take them to town and let them do them. If I can find somebody to do it. Yes. Hey, yo, I'm telling you, I'm I'm giving up on try to go out there and work. I mean, if I was out there sitting down, putting a puzzle or something together, I reckon I could do that. But like, the stuff I'm doing is like hard work, boy. And I mean, man, I just I just can't do it no more. Every once in a while, playing baseball or football, you go out there and, or school, you really and truly might run 3 or 4 miles, at different times, I've done it playing baseball, I've done it playing football, and I've done it at school, like just like PE, and I could do that better then than I can just go out there messing around now. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous me out there trying to do that. And I mean, I'm going to do what I have to do, y'all. And you might see me go to the river, or you might see me do this or do that. But I ain't going to be out there like just lost my mind out there trying to do something. It's that bad. I used to do it, working that heat. And I don't hardly know how I done it. But I do know this right here. I had to. It wasn't a choice of where I could just come at the house. I had to make money, boy. Uh, that, how I usually keep things going, try to, when something needs fixing or something, I try to do it. But some of that stuff might have to wait, or somebody else had to fix it. Hey, hey, I ain't noticed the mats. Oh yeah, I was a lot younger then, but I could run at 3 or 4 miles better then than I can just go out there like piddling around in the shop. And got the fan on too, hey there, Cheryl. Yeah, you did catch the live, didn't you? Probably gonna start getting back on here at night because let me tell y'all, I used to didn't have a choice. When you gotta work, you gotta work. And when you gotta go, you gotta go. But see, like, I don't like really like to walk out there in the morning. I'm drinking my coffee. And I'm like thinking about the day before, thinking about everything yesterday, thinking about everything I'm gonna do today, thinking about everything. And really, if you go out there at 11 o'clock, in the morning, Eastern time, it really ain't real bad, but like in the afternoon, I need y'all to send a doctor over here and like get him to give me a, make sure my head's working right. Because it's just, hey, I'm doing, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm doing. You walk in there, and your shirt is soaking wet. That's how bad it is. This heat has been making my husband sick as a dog. You used to be able to build houses in the heat. He's 70 now, though yeah, he's still building houses. Hey, William, hey, y'all, and early, see, I done older houses, like a house you live in. But like when I started, I was doing new roofs, and I was around them carpenters working and stuff. You know, uh, I'd be doing a new house, which don't pay as much. But you got to crawl before you can walk. But them carpenters will be working. That stuff ain't no joke neither, y'all. Building houses, don't think, don't think that's no piece of cake. It's near about as bad as roofing. That sun, like them carpenters, the only thing about them is they try to work where the shade is. Like if the sun's on one side of the house, they'll work on the other side. And that's temporary. And that carpenter work, it ain't no joke neither. The only way I used to make it, y'all's, I go home about 11 or 12 o'clock every day. I'd try to pay my crew, a little more. I mean, I didn't try to, I did. I paid them a little more money, where they didn't have to work so many hours. I've been working in the yard. The heat and humidity kicked my butt. My ag boy, man. Tim said, I didn't know you was trying to do that. I called up Steve and he said, man, I didn't call him to help me. I called him to see if he had a crowbar or something. She sees a roach, y'all. Y'all hear Tim? One of them big cockroaches. I don't know how they get in here, but they do, boy.
Come in the door every time the dogs go out.
They come in the front door.
Yeah. And I don't know where else. They come in there for sure.
Hey, you got him.
I know how far is he gonna crawl before he falls.
He ain't gonna crawl far, but like when he does, he probably gonna fly right on you. Danny will come off the roof and say, dang, I'm going home. Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, I would tell the people what I was doing, y'all, but we would get a certain amount of work done. We would get a reasonable amount of work done. We wouldn't come start and go home. We would get a pretty good bit done. Like maybe half the house. unless it was a real big house. But like in the wintertime, I could do where I was doing half the house. We could do that whole house in a day.
Got to come back. Mama got rid of them.
Yeah. Hey, William, I realized one day, that nobody wasn't making me stay there and work. You know, like like how we was raised to work. And that reminds me of a story about William. Y'all hang in there, William. I'm gonna tell something you're doing one day. But yeah, I realized y'all that they wasn't nobody making me like stay. And the homeowner didn't care, as long as they don't want you to and come work 30 minutes and leave. But like I knew better than that. All right, lady, get over there now. Yeah, them's kind of Tammy likes, Tina. Them that fly.
Time it was.
And y'all, William, I was over there at his house and he had a cold or something. And I don't know exactly what happened, but like his boss man wanted him to work. Maybe it was a little more than a cold. He was sick. He's talking to his mama, him and his mom was talking. He's kind of he was kind of going on about being sick and working and all that. He told his mama, he said, I'm gonna go to work in the morning and I'm gonna go right up and sneeze right in his damn face. But we always worked. We always worked. William had some hard jobs too. Remember that P.M. Watson? He's working it. I'm talking about he was young, y'all. I don't know how old he was, but must have been just barely driving. He's working down at the scrap yard. Hey there, Willie Catcher. Yeah, we always worked, y'all. And me, I don't know. William had a job one time. Williams was first a welder, y'all. He learned how to weld, and he's the best welder I've ever seen. And he may sound like it's nothing, but I'm telling you, he's the best welder I've ever seen. And y'all know what a silo is? He was a welder. They was making them silos. And you had to wear a long sleeve shirt. And welding's hot, y'all. It's hot. You had to wear that shield. And the welder will blister you like the sun. Like the way you get a sunburn, the welder will do that to you. And if you weld all day, you can tell it too, boy. But he said just as quick as he could put another rod in there, he doing that all day long, welding. And you know, me and Tammy's bailed pine straw before. Tammy, what was it? We got $1 a bale or $2? Yeah, we got $2 a bale. And you, I mean, you can get 100 bales in 3 or 4 hours. So what I'm saying is, it ain't bad money, but it's hot too. And boy, you know, like, you know, I know a bunch of paper mill boys, a bunch of, you know, they done started retiring now, you know. But like, you know how, well, I've been with them before, and there was snow on the ground. Uh, I went with them one time to Augusta. We did anything we could to make $1. We did, you know. I went up there and it was snowing on the ground, which is unusual. I'm just telling you, there was snow on the ground. We went in that paper mill, man. It's hot in there. So here's what I'm saying. If you think it's hot in the wintertime, you ought to go in the summertime. I don't hardly see how they do it. Yeah, William told me we'd do anything. We did, y'all. Coca-Cola bottles, uh, scrap. Hey, me too, William. Me and Jamie's barely getting by. We don't need about the last week. It's still got where we don't need about the last week, but you know, the payday. About the about the last week, we eating ketchup sandwiches. And let me tell you something. Like, well, I'm thinking about it because I told y'all, and everybody like talking about that's everyday prices. That place up there that sells them barbecue sandwiches. William, you ever been up there? Okay, William one told me about it. $15 for a barbecue sandwich. See, let me tell y'all something. Y'all go up there and get me a barbecue sandwich. Yeah, let's get french fries with it. And you giggle and drink of water and all that. See, I don't eat one. I'm not like you, Ed Kim. I'm not like y'all. I don't eat one. And I say, oh man, I'm full. Man, I can knock out about 3 of them things. And then how much is that, Tim? $15 a piece. You know what I'm talking about? $45. Then like they throw that tax in there on you. But I don't know about this right here. I told him, I said, and this, and I said, how much that cost? I always asked him how much something cost. And she told me like one of them barbecue sandwiches, about the big of the, about the size of the palm of your hand, you know. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The little hamburger buns, you know. And I told Tim, I said, well, I I wish they could hang around. And she said, there's a bunch of people up there ordering. I said, yeah, they don't know what the price is yet. And y'all may be rich, but in Dublin, Georgia, if you think William Hall is going to go up there and order barbecue sandwiches for his bunch and spend $100, you better think again, Charles. William ain't going to do it, and I ain't going to do it neither. They ain't going to last long, y'all. And there ain't enough people in this town to keep that business going. You know what I'm talking about? Enough people that don't care what the price is. They just go up there anyway and spend $100 getting their family barbecue sandwiches, French fries, supper. Oh no! Hey, that's Tammy gives some of the tomatoes away, y'all. Man, those people just bragging on them tomatoes. She gave one girl some. She said, "I ate me one, and then I ate another when I got home." And the other said that too. But yeah, I mean, that might go up. That might go be okay, y'all, in a big town. But that place, and Boston Butt's high, you know. Anyway, Yeah, that's right. Bushwatchers, y'all hit the right thing there. And it's really good, y'all. But hey, I mean, hey, you might as well go out there to Longhorns and eat a steak. That Longhorns is good, y'all. But you know what I mean. Hey, Tammy has been a couple times a week. It's like $80 a hit. A while back. Actually, when she was working, we don't we don't hardly go no more. Or we hardly ever went, but she'd order it, go pick it up. Boy, say that, Jenny. Fried bologna with, hey, I bet you, y'all just like us, I bet y'all seen poor days yourself, you know. You know, time like when you eat an egg sandwich and that barbecue place, y'all, somebody just bought it. And I'm telling you, it's good. But like, they done had I don't know how many owners. And even if you go buy you a Boston butt and put it in the oven or put it on the grill, it's probably about just as good in the oven as it is on the grill. But I mean, it ain't cheap then. We take a picture of a steak and we eat hot dogs looking at the picture. Save pop bottles. Save pop bottles get my husband's lunch for a week. Oh yeah. Hey boy, like we went and done that a many a day, boy. A many a day. Me and my brother used to sell peanuts. People pay big for food there. I wish I knew how. Yeah. Hey, you know, like when you go to Longhorns or something, you know, you expecting it. You expecting to pay big. But like when you know, and I mean, I guess it's everything's going up, y'all. And it's really like a bad time for us right now, you know. And I tell you why, you know, stuff don't hardly ever come down. You just really about have to get used to it, you know, and build into it, you know. You know, get with the brother. William telling me about he went to the Dairy Queen or something, and it was ridiculous about a ridiculous amount. And so, yeah, I mean, it ain't just William and Billy Joe, you know, I mean, they got grand youngers, you know, 3 grand youngers. I'm sure them boys ate big, you know. He said, he said, whenever they told me the price, I just drove out. I just drove out the line. And I done that same thing, yo. And I drove out myself. You know, what they gonna be doing, y'all, is they gonna be made everybody like start planting again, you know. 'Cause I can tell you, buddy, like, I don't know about now, y'all, but like Everybody used to have a big old freezer, you know. And everybody did. And like, you got some kind of meat you put with it and ate that same thing, you know. I used to love to go out there to Williams and eat. His mama cooked like they did a long time ago, you know. They would, you go out there to Williams and you would eat a meal now. And they had homemade biscuits a lot, you know. And man, true story, I just bought some powdered donuts from the Indian store, 2023 date. He got mad because I showed him the date. Is this normal? So y'all see what he's saying there? He told me about it. He bought some little, them little powdered donuts. He he's fitting to go somewhere instead of stopping and eating. He was in a hurry. And he was just gonna get something to hold him over. And he said he took a bite out of it, spit it out. Him and his worker, you know. Said he's looking at the date on it, 2023. And he went in there and showed it to me in like one of them Indian stores. And they wouldn't give him his money back. And like I say, William's in a hurry. But I mean, they would have had to call the law to me. And if they didn't call the law to me, I would call the law to them. He'd be giving me my money back. He'd be telling me thank you too. Thank you, Mr. Hodges. Now will you please leave? Yeah, I get that, family. Yeah, I mean, I've had dealings with them before. Uh, they won't hardly give your money back. Oh, Tammy went up there one time and bought the wrong thing. I said, when you go back down tomorrow, I said, get your money back. And they like wouldn't give her money back. And I mean, we was a good customer, you know. I wouldn't doubt it, Cheryl. And they told her she could get something else for the amount of money, but they would give her money back. And she did. She just got something else. But you know, when your husband says, go get your money back, that means like, go get your money back. No, he said, go get my money back, not buy something else. Give me my money back. Yeah. Hey, I mean, that's pretty bad, ain't y'all? Expecting him to eat something that's like 2023. He said they was rough. That man was talking about they still good. He was mad about that. He was mad about that, y'all. But he was in a hurry, that day. Hey, I probably would have ate it and not even knew. It was fresh if you have ever seen Indian street food. Flies, dirt, and sweat. Hell yeah, William, tell the local paper about it. Hey, I wouldn't take that, William. I mean, I wouldn't go up there and turn it into a car wash because you just can't do stuff like that no more. But I'd make some noise, boy. hey, they do something or other. But them people something else, boy. Like, yeah, yep, that is right. Hey, y'all, if I out there, if I had a closed-in building, y'all, outside, I'd put me an air conditioner in there. And uh, I mean, I'd do it. I would put me an air conditioner in there. But I mean, it's wide open. I mean, I like the shop being wide open. I don't, I don't, I don't really want it where I'm inside of a building. But boy, like this time of the year right here, hey, that's right, Wanda. Hey, boy, hey, that's right, boy. And like, we on that roller coaster ride again about gas going up. That's what makes everything go up. That gas, and they doing it again. It's like this right here. Them people's telling you over there in Iran. They actually telling you, man. All right, then, Cheryl Smith. Good night, Cheryl. Yeah, them people, y'all, they telling you. You know, it's like, oh, I'm gonna straighten up. Let's get the peace talks going. And they doing everything they doing. I mean, they doing it on purpose. And they are not gonna do right on the end neither. Yeah, me too. There's Teresa. Me too. I don't even like. Yeah, that's what they do when they dragging it out. But like they've they've about got Donald Trump backed up into a corner, yo. You know, like wait and see what happens, you know. But I mean, I can tell you this right here. They backing him into a corner. Yeah, that's right, William. Here the Dairy Queen has $7 burger meal, and Wendy's has a $8 burger, chicken nugget, fries, and drink meal for 6. Tammy, what's that I hear? Are you doing something?
Yes, the volume's up a little bit.
Well, it's okay. I just didn't know what I hear, you know. Yeah, he's gonna wind up. He's gonna wind up doing something other, you know. It might, you know. And I mean, I can tell you, he don't want to. He's gonna wind up having to do something, you know. I can eat lunch at the buffet for $12 with senior discount. And say, I mean, 18. I mean, $12 is a pretty good bit, you know. I mean, man, not long ago, we could go up there to the buffet in East of them, and like it's like $8, and then I think they like would charge 10 on Sunday, and it really ain't that great. It really ain't.
I'm at 15 on Sunday now.
Tammy said it's 15 on Sunday now.
I think it is. No,
She
it's only
thinks it is.
15.
Hey, I mean that's a pretty good bit of money, you know. That's a pretty good bit. That's a pretty good bit, y'all. You know, hey, I mean, you know, like how, uh, you know, you get old and you think everything's highway robbery. I don't think that's the case, y'all. I mean, I don't think that's the case. You know, stuff like just everything just going up, boy. Yeah. And hey, we used to eat out right pretty good little bit. How much them pizzas down there at East Lawrence, Tammy? 12. Oh, Tammy called out at the store and ordered us a pizza. And you know, they talking about, come get it 10 minutes or whatever. She said $12. See, that ain't too bad for two people. And like, we bought peas and butter beans and all that. And, that stuff's real high too, boy. And, y'all, we was eating a lot of steaks. And it was kind of expensive too, eating steaks every day. But like you know a steak is gonna cost more. But I mean they so tough, man. You can put it in your pocket when you drive through the east side of town. You can use it for like one of them slapjacks. And I mean, like, I told them, I said, don't even buy no more. Well, I actually told her, this is what I told her, y'all. I said, get us a steak and tell them run it through the cuber. She don't listen. I get road rage in the grocery store looking at the prices. Hey, Danny and Princess Tammy. Hello there, Melissa. Now, I don't know about where y'all live right now, but this huddle house we got in East Dublin, you can get uh, you can go in there and get a ribeye steak, and when you get it's gonna be running through the cuber. I mean, I reckon that's where I got the idea. Uh, is it like that where y'all eat at, y'all? I mean, at the grocery store when y'all buy steak, like just so tough. I mean, you wind up getting mad eating it. I ain't joking. Well, we had to slow down too, so because of the price, but but like it's healthy. Hey, I mean, I ain't complaining about $8 or something like that, but hey, boy, y'all know how much how much everything is. Think of families with three or four kids. They don't do sisters, brothers. That's what I'm talking about. Like William had William's grandkids stayed with him, and they picky eaters. They won't, like, and they always been like that too. Like they won't, they wanted something you could from a chain, from a food chain. Now I hate rather have home cooking, y'all. But sometimes I'm glad to say, hey Brett, how you doing, man? Well, that's good there, buddy. The Brett's on your team. Yeah, Jamie doing the video. She was asking about you, Brett. She told me I slept through the video. Gas $3.65 a gallon now. Yep. Well, it's probably fitting to go back up, Hazel. It's probably fitting to go back up. And people over there, they know that they holding the world hostage, y'all. And, they think they own the strait over there, y'all. That water. They think they own that. It's like if you come through Dublin and they've charged you to go across the river bridge. Hey there, weather. And William's a picky eater too, y'all. Said he did not know how things would turn out. Gave me strong pain pills. Afraid to go to bed, Danny. Might not wake up. Hey, I understand that, brother. Yeah, I still like cube steak and gravy. Don't hardly ever eat none, but I still love it. I mean, Tammy's, and there's something about her you don't really know. She's not really a creative cooker. I've been eating hamburgers for a week. I told her to buy some hamburgers. Hamburgers is good. I mean, there ain't no doubt about it. A hamburger cooked at home is hard to beat. But like I done been eating them for a while. I don't know why she don't buy some cube steak every now and then. And she will. You have to tell her. I don't even remember that. So, Danny, no complaining, please. Be thankful. We are holding uh yeah, something like that. Y'all can't do all that abbreviating stuff for me. Like take an extra 1 second and type the word out. Yeah. Hey, and y'all might think I'm crazy, but I mean, I like that hamburger helper every now and then. That ain't something I want to eat every day, but it's good once in a while. I guess about everything's like that. Hey, William, the man over there that right in front of the old Mercer's got the gas station right there that fixes tires. I used to go get tires there for my dump truck. I'd get used tires. You reckon that man would change them trailer tires for me? What if we wind up having to call William and ask him?
I asked him. I told you he did.
Hey, Kimber, that's what I'm sitting here saying. I do that a pretty good bit. Ate grits and eggs this morning and been eating that a pretty good bit too. The doctors admitted they screwed up. I don't know what to tell you, brother. Hey, you tell me about it, nurse. I haven't bought a chuck roast in over a year. I buy beef stew for $2 less a pound. Yeah, yeah, we used to buy them chuck roasts and cut them up. And, I mean, hey, we eat that every once in a while. But it's, hey, boy, like what would we do if we had a bunch of bills, though? We done about growed out of like having that, wanting something so bad to go borrow money for. We done learned about that. It's easy to borrow it. Seems like seems like you never get to pay something off. We still paying on that hospital bill where I went to the hospital a year and a half ago. We still paying on that. I think Tammy told me it's $200 more. I told that woman that looking after our money, I said, lady, what would I do if I was having to pay for a house in a new car? They had Tammy living, like off of nothing. I mean, like they know what they doing. Then since Chris died, I've learned lots of lessons, but learned easy to borrow, but you got that right. I see nurses order food on credit. That deliver it. I'll tell you what, y'all, I think we're living in bad times right now. Hey, we ate some of that tuna, out the can, Monica. Tuna and crackers, tuna and on that some certain kind of bread she buys. We eat that a pretty good bit. I ate that fish so much. You got that right. Danny, it's tough for me right now. And most, I think, yeah, it probably is. See, we was getting the same amount of money all the. So I didn't realize Tammy had been retired a year. And we was doing all right. But, hey, I mean, I guess the economy just went up just that much, that we started running short, every month. Always going fishing and going to the lake and, like we wasn't sitting at home. We eat mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, rice with chunky soup on top of it. Ugh. We skipped school, y'all, and this guy cooked some macaroni and cheese, put hot dogs in it. And we ate it. And I seen one girl, there's a bunch of youngins, you know, I'm talking about like youngins, our age, that was 15 to 16 years old. They had a big family. They'd cook corn and tomatoes and made out like it was good. I didn't try to. Electric bill last month, 225. This month, 415. And my AC's on 76. Yep. Hey, Pamela, I know, boy, but we might have to start skipping meals around here, yo. And because gotta be cool. And, there's some videos out, y'all, that, how people made it before air conditioning. And, I really don't see how they doing it. But I mean, we know they did. I mean, my mom, she don't, hey man, you don't cut that air conditioner on, you cut a fan on. You know, it'd be 10 or 11 o'clock at night before about you could even go to sleep, you know. Put a fan in the window. But, you know, and my brother was the same way, y'all. They don't get hot like what I do in Tammy. I mean, I can tell you, they don't get hot like what we do. My brother like to live with me, you know, at different times. And I'd bring him home from work. I'd go back to town giving estimates or whatever, you know, whatever I was doing. You know, I didn't need him riding with me, you know. I'd come home 2 or 3 hours later. Man, he wouldn't even be cut the air conditioner on. I said, man, why don't you cut the air conditioner on? I wasn't hot. I said, cut it on for me. Cut the air conditioner on. And I remember like me and Tammy used to get an hour off for dinner. And her daddy was hot natured. And and he told me, he said, man, cut that air conditioner on. And I would. And his wife would walk in there and cut it off. You know, I mean, he was the one paying the bill, you know. Yeah, that's right, Tina. Yeah, hey, if that oven or something's on in there, y'all, you can tell it in here. And, you know, I seen the other day on here, you know, that Ryan Hall. He said his feet they get rough, showing up rough. You see the title of my video, don't you? I can't take it no more. I mean that, y'all. That's not just a catchy title. I mean it. I'm done, boy. Hey, you might see me riding in that truck or go down to the river, but like, I am done. I am done trying to do something. Hey, that Tower Time, how you doing, bro? I lived 2 years without heat, and they said it was miserable. Yeah. It's just as bad to me, y'all, to be cold as it is, you know, to be hot, you know. Everybody says I can make it better in hot weather, or I can make it better in cold weather. I mean, I can probably make it better in cold weather. But I don't want to sit around and be cold. And I tell you now, I remember back long time ago, I bring a mattress in the living room floor. Me and Stephen and Christina and Tammy would all sleep in there where the heat was. It was that cold, you know. In that old trailer we lived in wasn't insulated, you know. And y'all might not believe it, boy, but like insulation, like people didn't use insulation in houses. But now, you know, the more the better. And they know it too. Like, you go to buy some, you'll find out. But like, you know, old houses, you know, I used to work on them, tear the roof off and stuff. They had them old wooden shingles on it. You know, they had to put plywood down and then roll tar paper on it. And but anyway, you know, they a bunch of them. Hardly none of them had no insulation. Hey, so did you get your TV working or bought another or something? Oh, it come in there last night and said her TV quit. I seen a video today that was talking about they making TVs to tear up, you know. Well, them ads are horrible. They take over my whole screen. Now blocks the channel completely out. Yeah, I don't have no control over that tower too. Go out there and get you one. You can go out there. You ain't got to go out there and get a real big one. Uh, I ain't heard nothing out of David. I ain't seen him in a while, Hazel. Mine was about 2 or 3 years old. Yeah. But y'all, vehicles is like that too, you know. Like these cars they making, y'all, they ain't good as like the old cars. They used to didn't have all this recall stuff, you know, like they do now. If I had to buy a new truck, y'all, if I had to buy one, I would be scared to buy one. You watching what? Oh yeah, you watching what you spend. Hey, ain't everybody, Sophie? Ain't everybody? We ain't. Hey, I'll be honest. You know, Me kind of more so than Tammy, but like Tammy, you know, she goes to the grocery store. She don't even look at the price, you know.
I do now, so you need to quit saying.
She says she does now, so I need to quit saying that.
Actions.
Says she has to. But like I always, you know, kind of watch the prices of stuff, you know. And y'all, I mean, you know, we had a lot of stuff tearing up, you know. And
Everybody does.
everybody does.
Yeah, you just have, you and Stephen ain't on when I have stuff here.
I don't know, Tim. We had a lot to tear up now.
Don't hear about it. Stephen might be the number one person in the world.
And Stephen has some bad luck, y'all. And he's talking about Hodges' luck. My luck really ain't bad, y'all.
I ain't either.
I don't really have bad luck, but like, you know what I mean? I can tell you how not to spend nothing on that boat and all that stuff out there in that extra truck. I can tell you how to eliminate every bit of that. Dang. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I told y'all I walked out there to my boat. I seen my boat leaning the other day, and I walked out there and looked. I had two flat tires on one side. And and I said, Stephen, I said, being you here, I want to smooth this truck, and I'm gonna start pulling the other boat. You know, I'm gonna start pulling the boat with the Chevrolet, both of them. You know, just have to unhook. You know, and the battery was dead on it. And man, it seems like I just put a battery in. I mean, it's something all the time, ain't it, y'all? Yeah, I understand that. I've I've done my share of that. Me and Tammy's done our share of that. Oh, Sophie, but we finally got Stephen grown. About the time one has everything fixed. So, hey, you got that right. You got that right. But I mean, I'm telling you, I'm finna start just letting some of that stuff go. If it tears up, getting the other truck. You know what I mean? Cause I cannot go out there and it's 140 degrees, y'all. I mean, I can't do it, boy. I cannot do it. And I want to do it. But you're sitting there thinking, you know, how dumb am I out here doing this? Steve said, man, when you buy tires for the pontoon boat, he said, don't just buy the tire and the rim. That stuff's too much trouble. And you know what is right? Me out there trying to change tires today. Take the tire off the rim, put the new tires on. About to die out there, y'all. I'm talking about work a few minutes, sit down in the chair. Just, yeah, your t-shirt is wet from the neck all the way down. That's torture, ain't it? I would have sued myself. Hello there, Joshua. Joshua, I need you to tell us about the charger. Danny, it's cheaper for you to run window ACs or a whole house AC. It's cheaper to run a window unit. Definitely, it's cheaper to run a window unit. We got 15,000s in here. A 15,000 will run on a wall socket in your house. It's not 220. But a 15,000, you can't, if you get one bigger than a 15,000, it'll be 220. And we got two air conditioners in here, Brett. And we got one of them things outside, you know, the big unit outside. But I declared war on the light people one time. So you can make it most of the time on one air conditioner. And then when it starts getting that real hot weather like it is now, we cut them both on. But like that's that's you got about 3 bad months, you know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But see, like me and Tammy, here's the deal, y'all. See, me and Tammy's in here in this living room right here most of the time. This is where we are, and the kitchen. And then everything else is closed off except the bedroom door. We leave it, you know, and when she goes in there to sleep, or when we go in there, we'll cut that air conditioner on in there. Man, I want every kind of charger there is there, Josh. Hey, y'all, even the other day, the other day when me and Tammy come home for 2 or 3 hours and went back to that camper and the electricity was out, man, it was a sweat down then. I mean, like just a sweat. I mean, man. And I can't take it no more. And when you hear me saying that, y'all, I mean it. I can't take it no more, boy. I just can't take it no more. I mean, I'm gonna quit. I'm quitting going out there and trying to do anything that's like trouble. It just ain't working. It just ain't working, y'all. I mean, like, going out there trying to do something. And if you get up and go out there in the morning time, if you get up at 6 o'clock in the morning like you ought to, and go out there and piddle around, you can make it pretty good, but I never do. I never do. You can't. See, like right now, it's 12:30 Eastern Time here, y'all. You think I'm going to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning? There ain't no way. You got that right. Hey, and that's what I'm doing, Tina. I promise you, I'm tapping out. Hey, I might go out there for 15 minutes or something other. But I'm tired of this. Feel like I done played a whole football game. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you need a chair on the back porch. When you walk from out yonder, sit on the back porch for 2 or 3 minutes to make it in here to the air conditioner. And I'm telling you, it's that bad. And man, I can't breathe good. Now, Stephen, y'all, I don't know how it come about, but he had some deal about water under his house, or moisture, or something. And he put a dehumidifier under there, and he said the water is just steadily flowing. Y'all ever heard of that? Kathy told me she had a dehumidifier in her house. They said if it's 200 degrees outside, hey, I don't have to get my lungs checked. I already know. You sit there smoking like a freight train. What you expect? He said his air conditioner was causing condensation. Yep, his house is probably sweating underneath because of the whole house is cooler than the ground. Yeah, I've been going to talk to him about it. He said it was steady running water. Because it's well insulated, yeah. It's some moisture. I don't see him every time he comes on, y'all. Somebody told me he went live today. Said he was down on the beach. Then that's what I understood. Yeah, somebody told me he was on the double T down on the beach. But really, that's about all you can do. Ask Stephen if he has his. He just had that put in, Brett.
So it was on the microwave, I'm going to bed. Okay.
Hey, Brad, I don't know enough to ask you no questions, but he said it was steady running water. I reckon it, picks the water up and was draining outside somewhere. He said it was steady running water, though. But y'all, I mean, you know, if I start doing what I think I'm gonna do, I probably be getting on here more at night, than I have been doing. Cause I've been going out there, man, I ain't joking, y'all. I've been going out there every day, see, and like all day long. But I go out there an hour and come back in, cool down, and go back out there, and then like I can't take it no more. I swear I can't take it no more. And I'm not even gonna try. Might have to get me an exercise bicycle. I've had one before. Them things are pretty good. You can watch TV while you're doing that. I used to ride about 50 miles, though. Hey, if you sit there, hey, so I'm just saying, you sit there smoking, like what you expect? Yeah, I tell you something. I ain't gonna sit around and worry about leaving. When my time's up, my time's up. I ain't gonna sit around and worry about it. Yeah. But it's kind of rough on Tammy out there too. She's out there watering the flowers. I was out there like messing with them tires. Man, I took them things and put them in the trunk of the car. I don't care what the man charges a swapping. I'm gonna take Steven's advice. When I go to buy two more, and I am gonna buy two more when I get paid next month. Next time I'm gonna buy two more, but I'm gonna buy them on the rim. You know what I mean? It might cost 25 extra dollars. I ain't gonna be messing with that mess. Hauling it to town and all that, like getting somebody to fix it. Mm-mm. Y'all know what Mama used to do? Oh, sometimes, like if you go buy clothes, it's, you spend a pretty good bit of money. She said, here's what you do. You go buy one pair of Levi's a week. And in 6 weeks, you got 6 brand new pair of Levi's. How about that, Joe? But hey, you know what, y'all? Here's like what I'm bad about. Here's what I'm really bad about. Like, I think something like ought to last forever. Hey, Stephen is his own man, Tower Time. You tell him that. He only listens to me when he wants to. You tell him next time you see him. But like, like a spotlight. You got a spotlight out there, and you take the cord, you plug it into a cigarette lighter. Now, I got a cigarette lighter on my boat. Stick the cord in there, and you mash the button, and the spotlight is like a headlight, on a car. It's strong. I went out there and got it out, and the cord looked like it'd been out in the rain 40 years. And then I got thinking about it, like how old it was. And it seemed like to me that stuff ought to last longer than it does. You know, like, I ain't been a whole long time. Y'all put tires on that pontoon boat. But I mean, hey, it's never ending. I buy them batteries pretty regular, yo. Now, I went out there and charged that battery up on that truck. It probably it'd probably be okay for a little while, as long as I'm cranking it up. See, but that pontoon boat's been sitting for a pretty good while. The truck too. See, I never drive that Chevrolet truck, except when I'm pulling that pontoon boat. And when we was going up there to the lake, these days where it was cool under that bridge. I mean, uh, I was up there taking a nap, like had a blanket, man. And I don't think I've messed with that boat since then. But what I'm saying is, it's unbelievable how time flies. Yeah, Pamela Vargas, she already knew what I was going to say. Hey, it's just unbelievable how time flies. What is it, about 6 months to Christmas, y'all? And you know, uh, you know, y'all, I was like thinking, here a while back. I used to like holidays, and I don't really care for holidays no more. it seems like more of an inconvenience than good. You know, the bank's closed, or like when me and Stephen was working on his boat, and he needed one boat from town, and he couldn't go get that one boat because everything's closed. And I'm just telling you, like Christmas, man, it's money, money, money. And them grandyoungers, they don't cut you no slack, do they? they talking about, they talking about, you, you ain't got to worry about buying me nothing. Just give me money. Wait a minute, how many of it is y'all? How many grandyoungers I got? You know what I mean? You see what I'm talking about? Man, it ain't. We the ones having to spend the money now. Wait a minute. If I spend $100 on you, are you gonna spend $100 on me? No, we're gonna get you a card that says I love you. You're gonna have to give me the 100 though. And we got a bunch of grandyoungers, y'all. But y'all, it just seemed like to me, it's the holidays is just a hassle. Any of y'all feel like that, or y'all love it? Like, like they was, man, there's people around here shooting them fireworks off. Man, sound like a cannon. Our dogs was freaking out. They all coming over here at me. You see what I mean now? And like everything's closed. And then you sitting there and the dogs is walking around having a fit. And it just wasn't one big boom, it was boom, 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 boom. Sound like it was hitting the side of the house. All right, y'all. My dad stopped giving money after each grandchildren turned 18. Hey, our grandyoungers don't feel like that. I dread holidays, they make me sad. Yeah, I know you do. I don't think people bought fireworks like years past. My girls bought zero. Sorry to say, I almost dread holidays. So there's more of y'all like me. I ain't always been like that, y'all. I used to love Christmas better than anything. So you spend a bunch of money, they come over here and open up all the stuff in like hundreds of dollars worth of stuff in 5 minutes. And the parents is trying to get this stuff up. Like, don't lose this. Like, hey, they done walked off, y'all. Yeah. Hey, I tell you, it's it's money, 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 And then if if you don't spend a bunch of money, then you know what you are, you know. Now I know when you got little youngins, I feel like you don't have no choice. You got little youngins, but if money really tight, I mean, you can go to Goodwill, and buy some stuff, And long time ago, me and Tammy done the Christmas club thing. And layaway too. Layaway too, but I mean, but them youngins is looking for Santa Claus. Well, we don't hardly have a choice. Young nurse told me that daycare for her daughter, not in school, was 500. 500 for 5 days? No way, Brett. Man, you must live in Martha's Vineyard or something other. Yeah, hey y'all, we ain't turned into no presents yet. We ain't turned into no presents yet. We look after them grand youngers. The Stevens, uh, youngest is the one to come up with the, just give me some money. Well, I mean, I was gonna buy you something that cost $20. You know what I'm talking about? I was gonna buy you something that was $20. What you talking about? Just give me the $100. Yeah, I heard that child, child care, daycare, whatever it is. I heard that was really a lot of money now. Yeah, daycares make about $12 an hour for each kid. Yeah, y'all, that's so I heard somebody say one time, y'all, and I ain't never forgot it. But but I heard him say, that like it is impossible to live off what we live off of. The money that we live off of. That the money don't add up. And that's what he said. But and I ain't crying, y'all. I'm just talking. Hey, them youngins is gonna get something for Christmas. And I ain't poor Marvin, I'm just talking. But like everything has just like went, seems like to me that everything has just went berserk. If, you can't hardly get nobody, if you want somebody to cut your grass. I mean, you can't hardly get nobody, and if you do, I mean, they charging a bunch of money. And and if you need, uh, like when James come over here and worked, y'all, I paid him $15 an hour. And he didn't have no fast speed neither. And Tammy the one told me that. I told Tammy, I said, I don't want to be bothered. Y'all do whatever y'all want to do. Tammy said he ain't getting no hurry. And then, I mean, y'all ever seen somebody that think they know a lot, but they really don't know nothing? That's him, y'all. That's him. And I liked him and everything, but like I kind of pretty well have to tell him, this is what you do. And I ain't want to be bothered with that. I just ain't want to be bothered with, like, all right, I'm doing, like, what you want me to do next? And you have to get up, go, like, you ain't have to tell me what to do, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? If you said, I want you to go out there and rake that yard, you didn't have to explain to me how to go rake the yard. You tell me what you want done, and I ain't in there asking you a question every 10 minutes. But that's like how the world's got. And that's if you can get somebody. And that's exactly what I'm saying, boy. Like, you can't even hardly get nobody to, you can't even hardly bribe nobody. Now, that John, y'all know John. And that joker was good help now. You didn't have to worry about whether he was messing up or not. You didn't have to keep no eye on him. But almost everybody, you have to keep an eye on them. Tammy in there saying, James over here painting, Tammy over here like pointing spots out. You gotta point spots out to a grown man? You don't know you missing a spot? You miss a certain amount of spots. You just gotta paint it again. And we did. 3 times. This ceiling was painted 3 times. And they still a couple of little spots. Y'all have been on here 2 hours. I can't take it no more. I ain't gonna take it no more. I ain't gonna be out there unless I have to. And I usually do this every year ago. Wind up coming in the house. Like, just go out there and sharpen your pencil and start sweating. From sharpening your pencil, it's that bad. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all coming in here, y'all. We had a good crowd. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everything. Thank y'all for coming in here. We see y'all next time, y'all. Bye, 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 bye.